going to be testing crochet gadgets, and I'm going to be testing 10 of them from the least expensive to the most expensive. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, the first one is going to be a Pom-Pom Maker. Now this one obviously is very useful for crochet because, you want to make pom-poms. And this one is pretty self-explanatory. So you just wrap yarn around it, make the pom-poms. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube on how to use this. This is just one I got from Hobby Lobby. Super easy. Instructions are fine. I figured out how to use it. This one costs, I actually can't remember. It was so long ago when I got it, but I think it was like $2.50, something like that. The pom-poms turn out very nice. I really liked how everything looked with it. It's not the cheapest plastic, but it's plastic. It is pretty durable though, and for like $2 or $3, I think it was worth the price if you made a lot of pom-poms. Second is this one is less of a gadget and more of an accessory, and these are Killa-Kawaii eyes from Suncatcher Craft Eyes. I have reviewed these before in a video. This is just gonna be a quick just thing about it, and I said in the video that I did like these. There was another company I liked called Dark Side Crochet that I liked better, but these were definitely cheaper than that company. And I still like them. Very cute eyes. These eyes were, I think, $3 a piece, and I think they were probably worth the price. Alright, third is, this is something that you might not think would be useful for crochet, and this is a dog brush, I think, for making their hair straight. And the reason this is good for crochet is because, for example, I haven't quite finished this guy, but the instructions said to use one of these brushes to make his hair stand up on his back. Like, here, I'll just show you. So what you do is you just brush it, and it makes the yarn stick up. I don't know if the camera can pick this up. Right here a little bit. Anyway, that's one thing it's useful for. The second thing is for making yarn look like this. I used it on his hair and his beard. This is Hagrid, by the way, if you've never seen Harry Potter. And it definitely worked very well. I started with using a comb, this one, and it didn't work at all. It was so tricky. The dog brush definitely works. It was, I think, it was like $6, something like that, and it was worth $6 for sure. I really like it, and I'm glad I bought that. This is number 4. This one is actually really interesting. It's called a Knitting Nancy, and I don't think a lot of people have heard of this. This is basically just something that they used in the 1980s, or maybe way far, even farther. I don't know if it says. No, it doesn't say. It just says all this. And anyway, it's just basically a way to knit. This is more of an, I guess this could be a crochet gadget, but it's just a way to knit, really. This one was $6.50, and I liked it. I thought it was really fun. I don't know if it's the most fun way to knit, but it is a fun way to knit. Fifth is this eye tool I got for the safety eyes. This one costed $6.50, and this worked very well. I really liked it, and especially if you're using eyes like these, or just normal eyes. They're really, really good. So I really like this tool, and for $6.50, I think it was a good deal, especially since you have 3 different sizes, so you can fit all kinds of ones. If you're not just using it for these eyes, then, you could use it for the normal eyes, like these eyes I use in the BB-8. 6th is this pocket scale I got a while ago, and this one is just used for measuring small weights, like grams and ounces, definitely not pounds. So this one was only $8.50, and it works really well. Press the on button, wait for the screen to load, and what should I weigh? Okay, I'll weigh this one. This one is oh sorry, I didn't even get to show it. It's some yarn. is normally 71 grams. Let's see how much I've used. 71 grams, so that would be about 4 or 5 grams of the oh yarn. That's not too much. Maybe a bit more than that. Alright. It works. I don't know how it works because, you know, there's nothing for me to really compare it against. So, but I think it probably is accurate. And there's also all kinds of modes. This is grams, ounces, and has a T? I don't know what that is. WDT? I don't know what a lot of these are. GN? Don't know what that is. CT? English squares. So this works. Can weigh all kinds of stuff, but there's all kinds of different ones. I got the one, where does it say? Okay, I got top 600. This one, that means it can weigh up to 600 grams. And the small top, if you go over 600 grams, it said it'll break the whole thing. So like you can't go pushing on it or putting anything too heavy because it'll just break it. The smallest it can do is 0.1 grams, as you can see. But this one worked really well. I don't know why, but I keep forgetting to turn it off on that. So, oh wait, I completely forgot to show you. They have a tear, which means if you put on the weight or whatever you're putting on it, press tear, boom, it goes back to the beginning. What that's useful for, if you don't know, is that let's say you have a container. Let's pretend this is the container, the box, and you want to just weigh the thing inside of it. Like it's usually I think it's just if it's a liquid, okay, and then press tear, and then you fill it up with that whatever. And I'm just gonna fill it up with this, and then you put whatever's inside, and then you figure out what just the inside is. I feel like most people know that, but I will say it. All right. I like this thing. It was good for it. It worked well for only $8.50. So yes, I would recommend this if you're going to use this. Number 7 is this neck light for crafts or reading. And actually, I really like the cover. I got this one for Christmas, and see all the knitted little thingies. This one is just for if you are using dark yarn or if it's dark, and you just want to have something to put on, and you put this around your neck, and then you just press this light. It has, I don't even know if this can see it. Here, I'm gonna turn off this light so you can see this a little bit more. I think it needs to be charged though. And it has a couple different settings, all kinds of brightness levels. You hold it down and it'll go dim, pull it again and it'll go light. And then it has this other light. This one, it blinks. So, this one worked really well for $10, and I like this one a lot. Number 8 is the Rich Girl Bucking Board. If I haven't already released a video, it'll come out soon about me unboxing this. And what you do is you put the pins on it and granny squares on it to block them and make them look nice and neat. But right now, I'm going to show you blocking them. Oh, by the way, this one came with 15 pins, and this was the cheapest one I could get for only $10. Anyway, I'm going to show you me doing some right now. I'll also have to introduce another thing that I got. This is a steamer, which I got for $70.50. These are all really estimates. So let me get some away from a little bit. This is a steamer from Black & Decker. I'll go ahead and get the box. Okay. And it says that it has a powerful steam. Anyway, it says that it also says it's the #1 brand in garment care. At least the brand is. So this one is a steamer I got. I have tried this out, and there's a couple things I want to say about it. What you do is you take this little cap off and fill it up with water. You can see right now, and then you just push it in, and to take it out, you just pull it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in. It does get really hot, though. That's a steamer. You gotta wait for a couple seconds for it to... The blinking light means it has not finished charging. Or heating up. Oh! It's done. I don't know if you can see this, but steam is already coming out. That was one of the things I wanted to say. It doesn't come out very much, but it comes out. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and start to block them. And I'm gonna keep this on here because there's... Last time I used this, it smells like smoke. Last time I used this, it would just... It just did more now. It would just like spurt out stuff. Oh, it definitely smells like smoke. Alright, there we go. It's all put on together, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to steam it. So, yep, definitely hot. So all you do to steam it is you press this button right here. Okay, and it makes a weird noise. Oh! And then it starts to steam. And then you just push it up against the granny square. The only thing is that whenever I turn it off, it goes on for at least 3 or 5 more seconds and then it stops. And sometimes it'll just burst out and cough up more smoke, whatever. Steam, I mean. Alright, I'm gonna put on the next one and start blocking that one too. Oh! Yep, here you go. Actually, let's see if this works better if I just do it like this. Alright, that is the iron in the blocking board. I think this iron, it was the cheapest one I could find because I keep saying iron, I mean steamer. The steamer, it was the cheapest one I could find because they were all $22, and I was like, are you serious? And all the irons were like $17, and I was like, no, I just want a steamer. And they're all steamers with irons. Or irons with steamers, that's what I mean. And I was like, I don't want iron, I want just a steamer. But this was the best deal I got for $17.50 about. And this was the best deal I got for the gray square blocking board for only $10. And the gray square blocking board I thought was okay. It's just that the hooks, they wiggled around a lot. So there was a lot of, I guess you could call it wiggling room. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and show the very last thing and the most expensive. I guess none of these things were too expensive. They were all pretty good deals. Oh, and also one more thing about the iron. Even when it's turned off, it'll squirt out the smoke like it does. So like it has absolutely no power right now, as you can see, and by the light that's not showing. And I'm going to leave this here for just a little bit. Oh, I did it right now. I'm just going to leave it here till it squirts out. Yep, it did it. Alright, the last and final thing is this overhead phone mount. This was the most expensive thing in this video at $22.50, and here it is. And it's worked really well. So what it does is it clamps onto anything. Normally it'd be for like a desk, but this little edge was too small. See, like not even as big as my thumb. This one didn't work out because it was kind of in the way. You can see right there, that's what it's supposed to be for. So I just hooked it up to here. Now I have it at this angle, and it can do all kinds of stuff. It can bend up and down and do crazy things. This can bend side to side, around, all those things. And that we got this one because it came with a light. Usually my videos don't have very good lighting, but this time it did because of this nice little light thing. It has, this is the on-off switch, and for some reason it has two. So this one right here is the safety switch. If you have it flipped to off, you could press any button you want, but it's not going to do anything. Flip it to on, and then press the power button, and then it works. Turn that off. Oh wait, turn it back on actually. And then there's different modes. Normal, warm, and cold. You can make it darker. You can make it brighter. Max brightness. That's the lowest it gets. This thing works really well. I really like it, especially for $22.50. So, all these things are definitely good. Recommend all of them.